All right, everyone, let's do this. Decided to start a new series for Farming Sim. Just want to make sure YouTube is doing its thing without issue. There we go. Um, what I'm going to be doing is setting up a farm for a series. And not very many people show this kind of thing, how they go about setting up farm, doing this, doing that. What I'm going to be doing is setting up the map, the White Farm, as a century farm in rural America. It's going to be maybe North Dakota, upper Midwest kind of thing, where it's going to be a lot of older American equipment, that sort of thing. And the whole thing with the Century Farm is basically controlled by the state. Hopefully I get this correct. I've been reading a lot about it, and there's varying differences. Um, you have to have the state control, so you can only do so many things without having state approval, is what I'm understanding. Not sure on that, but I thought I'd give it a shot and see what we have. It'd be kind of fun. So what I have here on my screen is the game save screen, of course. I've already set up the main farm, and I'll show you just a quick scroll through what I have for mods. I do have several that I've shut off, but I also have a large selection of them because of the old American equipment. There's not a lot of it, but what I did find, it's good. I've tested most of it. Just to show you, and I want to give myself a very big, broad group of equipment to work from, so I don't have just a little thing. So I think there's a little over 200 mods in here. Sadly, there's not very many mods that do not have old style American equipment unless you go out on the internet and find them. There's nothing in the mod hub except for a few internationals and a few cases, maybe some old Massey Fergusons. But I wanted the brands like Alice Chalmers and the old John Deeres, which are just finally starting to pop into the thing. So anyway, let's get going. I've set up a few things on the White Farm, but I want to change a few things before I kick it into multiplayer mode so I can set up the different farms for money control and that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and get started. And you start off here, beautiful little thing here. Let me shut off some of the HUD. The farm is beautiful, and it looks like a rural Minnesota or rural North Dakota kind of farm. It's not that European bent that so many people stick with. We've got a puppy dog, so just because we'll fill him, let him eat. We've got quite a few different buildings here. One thing I want to get rid of is this fermenter. I'm going to be forcing myself to do bales and mixing the bales because fermenting is good, but it's too easy. So I want to remove that. Go into construction, and we're going to just sell it. And right now I'm not worried about money. I'll get it figured out later. So I'm going to leave that open. It's going to be like a little storage area. The chickens and everything are fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just a little pen right here alongside the cow barn. Cow barn I don't have a problem with. It's just, there. One thing I'm thinking about getting rid of is the pig barn. I'm not sure if I'm going to run pigs. I haven't made up my mind on that yet. Initially I'd set this up for another group of players, so I'm going to delete what I added to them for them and do a little bit of landscaping to disguise the thing. They wanted feed mixers because they didn't want to mess with the different feeds. And I'm going to get rid of the liquid fertilizer tank because I don't plan on using liquid fertilizer, so I'm going to get rid of that. Sadly, I cannot get rid of this. It doesn't let me get rid of it. And there's two of them on the farm. There's two big slurry tanks. So this farm must stink to high heaven, but whatever. The little gardens here are part of the farm. They're part of a production that's built into the farm, so I'm going to leave those alone. And everything else I think is good to go into multiplayer. My brain just went totally dead. The silo here, is a little bit newer than I'd like on here, but I don't have one that kind of fits that area because it's a very specific little spot that it fits into. But anyway, we're going to be going ahead and switching over to multiplayer now. I'm going to activate it and get the farm set up because I want like a county farm where that owns most of the equipment that I'm going to get, and I have to get it from them and buy it from them for discounts for helping out and things like that. So it's going to take a little work to get that set up, but I want to do that. Just a quick flyover of the map. You can't see a lot, unfortunately, because they only let you go up so high in there. But there's the mill, the flour mill and things like that. Then there's a little potato production down here. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to kick myself out of there. Let's see, we're going to go this way, and then we're going to turn this way to go down to where we just were when I kicked myself out. This is Little Potato Factory. It makes french fries and cool stuff. This I'm going to get rid of. It is bale storage. I do not want bale storage on the map. I'm going to be using the bale storage. Oh, you're not going to let me. Fine. We'll just ignore it then. And we're going to be going ahead and dotting some equipment around the area, probably along this tree line right here, where there's area to bury some pieces of equipment, maybe in here a little bit. And it's going to be like a search and find kind of thing to find the equipment. It's going to be rumors, hey, this farmer has this piece of equipment hidden in the trees over on his farm, kind of thing. But there's going to be one main farm that controls everything. The dealership has a brand new tractor. We're going to have to just ignore that because I'd have to go into Giant's editor and get rid of that. And it is a big Steiger style tractor. So we're just going to ignore that. There's a couple pieces of equipment here that I can't use that are just for looking. And the cars are a little new, but whatever. We're no big deal. But my whole premise is I'm going to be trying to save this farm, what we were just at, save it and restore it to the Century Farm code, which means bring it back up to snuff, make sure nothing is added unless it's state approved, that sort of thing. And like again, I do not know exact state regulations on that because I researched and I could not find concrete things. But the farm had to have been in existence over 100 years, and this building group definitely looks like it could have been here over 100 years. So let's go ahead and save this game, and then we're going to switch over to multiplayer and get that set up so I can set up my items. And bear with me, my throat is being a real poop again today. And I may get a package here shortly that I got to go grab, and then I'll be right back. It's too big for my mailbox, so they get huffy if they don't have a place to deliver it. Okay, so we're going to exit out of here. Going to go back into the main screens. We're going to start multiplayer mode, create game. And I've named this YouTube White Farm so I know which one it is because I have a white farm that I made for the special group, and then I have a private playthrough on the white farm. So I have different things that I'm going to be working with. Anyway, I'm going to leave all of this the same. One thing I may change as we play the game is this advanced maintenance. Advanced maintenance is not a very good mod because it tends to break down your equipment way too soon and cause a lot of problems. So I may end up getting rid of that. Do I have advanced straw on? The one that gives you straw from every crop. Let me double check that really quick. Extended straw crops. Yep, shut that off. And we're going to leave that off because I don't want to collect straw from like canola and all that. Actually, do I? Yeah, we're going to leave it on temporarily. I mean, I can always leave it, shut the harvester off and not do it. So, let's just double check everything here, make sure I've got everything activated that I want. I'm not going to use the Linder. This is what's in my file from the other playthrough. And got a lot of older equipment in here. And some of the other stuff that that other group wanted, I have not taken it out. and I'm not trying to avoid saying it. It was for Nick the Hick, another YouTuber. I was part of his crew, and we set it all up, and we got it all set to go, and it just decided that he needed to work on his health and take a break from YouTubing, so it's just one of those things. And not going to say what this is for the password, of course. And it's just one of those things. Yeah, okay, that's right. And start it up. Now, what I want to do is set up two farms. One is going to be the white farm, and the other one is going to be the county farm. And then once I get that done, then I'm going to start hiding equipment, adjusting equipment, that sort of thing. And I'm going to use EasyDev to make all the equipment old and almost out of gas, like as low a gas as I can possibly put it in it without being out. So I have to figure out how to fuel it up and do all this stuff. So, okay. So now let's go ahead and join this farm just for ease of use. We're going to create a new farm, and we're going to call this county. Actually, let's call it the state. Just because, no, let's go county, the county. Because we're going to go ahead and make them hold all the equipment in the area, all the land, everything. And they're going to be like the used equipment dealership. They're not going to do much other than that, really. So, okay, I need to join their farm. Join farm, yes. And forgive me if I sound disjointed doing this. It's confusing sometimes when you're setting up new games and multiplayer and you're doing scenarios and things like that. I have to think, and this is the first time I've done, well, thinking, number one, thinking in Farm Sim on how to set this up and stream at the same time. So, sorry if I sound disjointed and not knowing what the heck I'm talking about. But we're going to get over here to the shop, and we're going to go ahead and start picking up equipment. What I want to do is give this guy a lot more money than that, so we're going to go ahead and do F12, which is default. We're going to add money, and I'm going to add 2 million to their funds, so I can buy equipment and put it on a used, air quotes, used farm equipment sale barn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide what equipment I want to have in a used equipment sale. Let's see. Okay, that's a good one, but I think this is the one that doesn't have any options. Yeah, that's just the frame, so I shouldn't have activated that one. Bad mod. Ignore me. We're going to go ahead and put the prices on these old tractors is ridiculous for, starting a new farm. So we're going to go ahead and put one of these on the thingy. We're going to put the lowest engine and 2-wheel drive, no beacons, no triangle. We'll do a triangle because that was older style of notifying you're moving slow. Mirrors, black, decals, work lights, nothing, windows standard. Work lights, we're going to put standard work lights, so you do have some lighting on it. Front, we're going to put just a small weight. Sure, that looks good. Front loader attacher. Nah, we're not going to put a front loader attacher on it. And these are default colors for Case International stuff. So we're going to buy that one. And that's going to be our first tractor. Then we're going to go to, let's go see if I can find a Massey Ferguson. I have a ton of small tractors, so it's going to be a lot of stuff here. We're going to go with the Alice Chalmers WD-45, and we're going to go with narrow wheels. That one doesn't have many options, so we're going to go with that one. We're going to go with, we're going to go with an old Case Agri King, which is another one. This one is going to be, we're going to go 80 horsepower. No, we're going to go 100 horsepower with it. And we're going to put standard wheels, front weight, yes, because you're going to have it for plowing, that sort of thing. Main color, license plate. And yeah, that's the options. All right. So we got 3 tractors. We're going to go a little smattering of equipment. John Deere are very hard to pull with because they have such low horsepower. They're only 40 horsepower, so that really doesn't do us a lot of good, unfortunately. I wish some of these older John Deeres would work better. I guess I can put one in just to have John Deere represented in the game. Not too worried about it. Let's put a Massey in here. We're going to go, let's see, 45 horsepower, 49, 57. We're going to go with this version, is it? 235? Yeah, we'll go with a Massey Ferguson 235 with 65 horsepower. Yeah, that sounds good. Don't know what that does. Oh, it adds front weights. We'll leave the front weight off for now. I can always add it later if I need it once I start playing. Don't want that. So we're going to purchase that. Okay, that should be enough tractors. And we're going to see what I have for truck. I have an old flatbed. An old Dodge flatbed. It looks like a race car though because it's got so many things on it. Well, 1968 grain cart. Wait. Yeah, 68 Chevy C50. Okay, so we're going to doll that one up. And we're going to do ugly poop brown on this one because they were not pretty colored back then. We're going to go this one. Yeah, that looks good. Then we're going to change the body color to a gray. And the box color, get rid of those ugly green wheels. We're going to go just with a light gray for the wheels. And then we're going to go bed body color. We're going to go dark gray. Yeah, that looks good. And frame, we're going to go dark gray because some of these colors are just too bright for an old looking truck. Seats color, god-awful orange. No, we're going to go something that looks kind of like leather. So we're going to go that same brown on the inside. Dash metal, we're going to go here. And then license plate, sure, can stay that, I don't care. Okay, I need to move. Wait a second, where's my purchase point at? In my garage. I always do this. Damn it. Every time. It's inside my cow barn. Let me out of here. There, at least... Nope, I can't get out. Ah! There we go. Okay, so I forgot my purchase point was on this spot. And this tractor is really noisy. I might have to edit the sound of that because it's really freaking noisy. Much noisier than they actually are in real life, I think. Okay, get this one out of the way. These are actually going to be reset to the main spot where I'm going to do them. I just want to get them out of the way so I can get them the purchase point into a field over here. Actually, no. I'm going to run down here and put the purchase point where I want to put the used equipment. We're going to go down here behind the main farm, or behind the regular dealership. There is a little flat spot right back here that we're going to make into the used dealership area. And we're just going to have a lean-to building that the county owns. Well, technically the county owns, and it's going to be storage. Let's do... No, that's too fancy. Nope, too fancy. I just want something plain and simple where it's got its used storage put. Yeah, they'd probably store it inside because they don't want them damaged. 374,800. Let's put it... trying to find the lowest price or the flattest spot. I'm watching the price to see if it's close to what they have it here. And you know what? That's still too fancy. Let's go with... I don't have a ton of styles here. Okay, well, let's just go with that one. Go with this simple one with a little business on the front of it, so we have the actual dealership look to it. And get it there, and we're just gonna plunk it down. Alright, so that's my area that we're gonna have our little storage, and they're gonna park everything inside, and then we're gonna come off of this driveway and right into here. So let's go ahead and do a little smoothing first of all, in case that did any funky stuff. Because if you don't level your ground before you place buildings in Farm Sim, it does this kind of thing where it gives you a big divot, which is no big deal. I'm just going to smooth it out a little bit just so it doesn't look so artificial. And we're going to leave it alone because I don't plan on doing much with it. I just don't want it to look artificial. Alright, is there another one on this side? Get up in the air so I can move. No, looks like that's good. Alright, so now we're going to go painting, and we're going to choose the gravel look. So where's my main door? My main door is there, and there's a door, walk-in door there. Where's the other door? There's a door there. Let me guess, my door's going to be on the back side. Nope, there's a door on the other end. Okay, that works. Okay, so there's a door over here. We're going to go ahead and paint a little driveway that curls back around and then make a little, like, Y-shaped thing in the center. So we're going to make it slightly bigger. We're just going to make it the width of the door, nothing fancy. And we're going to switch to a round brush with a V as in Victor to do that. And just go ahead and get this kind of rounded out and aim it back towards this road. And then we're going to widen it, of course. But we're going to keep the main path fairly narrow. I don't want it gigantic. And we're going to fix around the building too, because I hate the white. I detest it when they use white concrete. Concrete is not that color unless it's brand spanking new. Alright, we're going to go just a little bit bigger on that. It's not quite so perfect. Yeah, that looks good. And we're just going to throw some little bushes down around it, just to give it a little look of it's been there a while kind of thing. And I'm just, you know, dotting my brush around. And in the front, I'm going to go ahead and paint a grass texture so it gets rid of this white around it. I might have to repaint my other stuff. I'm kind of picky about my landscaping, so it might take me a little bit to get this part done. And, you know, just do this kind of thing. I don't know how many of you have done landscaping and setting up things and taking care of farms or building your own farms, that sort of thing. But this is how I go about doing it and setting it up for a Let's Play. I'm going to replant my bushes because I want to get rid of that white under there. It looks goofy. Alright. Much better. Now, let's put our bushes back in. And we're just going to go some random bushes, little spurts here and there. And there's going to be a parking lot here. I don't have a lot of lines and stuff for making parking spaces, but we're just going to doctor it up a little bit. Got a couple bushes here, bushes there, that sort of thing. Just a couple. And then we're going to put a tree in just to give it a little bit of shade in the summer. Sure, we'll put a tree right there just to equal it out a little bit, do a little painting, go to like a gravel texture, and we're gonna put, oops, wrong one. How about we go that one? Still wrong one. Where's my other gravel? This one. That's the one I want. Okay. Back to the round thing, and we're gonna have this that kind of goes up, and it's gonna make a parking lot here in the front. And it's just gonna be a used equipment parking lot. And do that. And we'll put a little bit of fence in just to decorate this up a little bit better. We're gonna use just some cattle fencing. How does that look? How does that look? Nah, that one doesn't look good. We're gonna use just the standard iron fence. I'm not gonna put a gate system in here because I detest gates in playthroughs. Give me the fence, not the thing. There you go. We're just gonna put this in and stretch it down to just short of the road, just to create a little more life to the place. And yeah, that's about it. It's not even going to have signage on the outside or anything. It's just kind of, you find out about it by word of mouth. And we're gonna, let's see, we're still on the farm, right? Of course it's got to save. Let's see, yep, we're on the county farm. All right, now I want to set my store deliveries here so I can reset all that equipment that decided it wants to be inside my cow barn back on the other farm. And I need to go to this one and here, and then we're going to take this and reset it, and it'll reset it to where I put the thing without any problem, hopefully. And let's see, I want to reset that one. Reset, yes. And reset, yes. And just keep resetting until everything's reset. Then we'll park everything in the barn, and that looks good. Okay. Now, we're going to take all of this equipment and put it inside this building. Because this is all purchasable equipment that I can purchase, so I just want to get it all in here. And parked. And then I want to make wear and tear on them. I'll have to go into the F12 menu and do that, but that's okay. And we're going to park the tractors along this back wall. And we'll put a big tractor in here too. I just wanted to get little ones to start with. Come on. It's got manual shifting, so it's really slow. Alrighty. So there's that one. But now I need to be in it, and I need to go to F12, equipment, and we're going to do condition, dirt. We'll leave that at like 20%. We want a little bit of dirt, but we don't want it ugly. So we're going to set the dirt, and then we're going to go where? We're going to set at 60%, and damage we're going to set at, oh, we'll go 70%, because they haven't been doing much with their vehicles. Then we're going to set the gas at 20. And then should be low maintenance, low gas, and it should be ready to rock and roll. And it looks like it's weathered. Nice, perfect. You can see the weathering on there. So it looks like it's been used. Perfect. Jump out of there. Go over here and grab this truck. This is way too shiny for an old truck. So we're going to put this in the area. And this we're going to park in the other corner because I want to fit a combine in here eventually too. But I don't want to block the stuff in completely. back. It sounds like it has a dead muffler. Alright, park that there. F12. And we're going to set the damage at... oh, we'll go 50 on this one. Wear we'll set at 80%, so it's on its last leg, but barely dirty. Dirt we'll set at 40. And then gas we'll set at 15. Set. Alright, so now it's dirty, it's worn out, it's kind of yuck. Alright, perfect. Next. This is one of my favorite little tractors. Little Massey Ferguson. And we're going to park the little tractors at an angle here and kind of block the other ones in a little bit, so I have to do shifting if I ever want to get to them. Alright, that can go there. F12. Now this one's going to be beat up and dirty, and they haven't taken the time to clean it yet. Dirt. We'll just set them all at 70%. And gas, it's going to have 5. Save. Alright, so it is beat up, dirty, ready to rock and roll. It's just traded in by somebody they haven't taken the time to clean it. Okay, the John Deere. Hey, Dragonfishes, how are ya? Doing good, just doing a map setup. How much horsepower does this tractor have? This tractor has 40. Oof. Okay, well this one's going to be a used tractor. I'm not dealing with 40 horsepower tractors on my map. I'll just put it in the shop. This thing is stupid slow too. Could you imagine plowing a farm or plowing a field at this speed? Ain't happening. It's torture enough to go regular speed. Nice, nice, nice. I love to see people learning how to do wood cutting. I'm just setting up a farm, so it's, you know, taking a plain farm and, excuse me, setting it up so I can start a Let's Play on it. Stupid throat. Alright, let's get a John Deere back in here if I ever get it moving. We'll park that one over here. And this one's been restored, so I'm just going to empty the gas out of it. You know, just put minimal gas. This one is condition, all damage. We'll go 20%, set all. No, set all. You start with that, and then we're going to set wear to fairly high because it's an older tractor. Perfect. And then we're going to set the fuel to 10. So it's been restored. It's not 100%, but it's, you know, I'll just put it that way. I don't plan on buying. It's kind of for looks. Then we got the Case Hager King, which is a nice tractor. I love this tractor for working on the farms. Back out a little bit so we can see a little better. And we are gonna park this one back by the other Case IH. This is a 1970s tractor. I happen to know that because my dad had one very similar to this, and it was the 70s when he had it. So, come on. Back up. I want you straight. And I want you fairly close that it's going to be a booger to get it out when it comes time to get it. Alright, this one's here, and then we're going to go F12, and we're going to change a bunch of stuff. This one has been beat to snot. We're going to put where it's 80%. Damage, we're going to set at 70. And this one, dirt, where's dirt? We're going to set at 70%. Filthy, dirty, and it has 5 gallons of gas in it. Alright, so this one's beat up. It did not take the wear. Let's try that again. wear, we're going to put damage, we're going to set it 70%. And then we're going to put the wear at 70%. Why is it not setting the maintenance? Oh, I know why it's not doing it. It's that stupid advanced maintenance mod I have, because it did that before. Let's save it. And we're going to get rid of this maintenance mod that I have. So I need to go in there, quit game, yes, get rid of that. Hey, little Mike. We're going to get rid of that mod. Actually, I'm just going to uninstall it from the entire thing because I don't like that mod. Advanced. See if it pops it up. I have the worst time getting the search function in this mod hub to work. It never ever freaking works for me, and it drives me nuts. I might just shut it off for my inside the actual mods I use for the game. Yep, I'm just going to do that. It'll be faster. So multiplayer, create game, White Farm, YouTube, shut off maintenance, continue. All right. Hey, Mike, if you're not doing anything, you can come in and help me set this up. You'd be streaming, though. Oh, wait, you don't have the mods. Sorry. It'd take you forever to download them. Okay. It'd be nice to have you in here, but it might take you 5 hours to download the mods. Okay, back to these other tractors. Now let's see if that shows right. There we go. Now it's got the damage. Alright, and this one should have its damage too. Yep, it does. Alright, so all of those are set. The truck is set. I have a tree in the office. No big deal, whatever. And a bush in the building. It's an older building. Let's see. What else do I need here? I need an old combine. Actually, we'll go a couple old wagons. And I have a couple in mind that I would like to use in this, which is one of these. Kill Brothers wagon. And we're going to go 13.7 on it. And we're going to buy that. Back. And then I need a vehicle to pull that, so I'm going to get another older tractor. We're going to go with a medium tractor this time. Well, it might take you 5 hours, because I'd have to put them into a thing, and then you'd have to download them from there. Actually, I might have them in the Dropbox. Let me look real quick. Dropbox. Nick. Nope, that's not in there. FS22. There's that. I'd have to take the map button and fix it to get it to come in. But maybe I'll set it up so you can play on the map with me if you want. Okay, let's see. I need an older tractor, medium. Let's go with... I'm going to go with the Whitefield Boss. I like that tractor too. We're going to go with a little bigger engine on that one, so it's more expensive. And we're going to put dualies on it. Cab configurations. Don't want anything electrical, like GPS, don't need it. Exterior, we're going to go original. And that's a front loader attachment. No, I don't want a front loader on that. So we'll buy that. And that's going to be our medium tractor that's in here. I love the sound of this tractor when it starts. It's like... This is going to be our big boy. Eventually. Get that hooked up, and we'll do the edits real quick to it. So, let's see. I want to do dirt. we're going to set it at 70% dirt, where we're going to set it at 60%, and damage, we're going to set it at 80%. Nobody took care of it. And we're going to set that at 10. I might have to add more. We'll set that at 20, because I'm going to use it to pull stuff around. So, set. Okay, back. Alright, perfect. And I'm going to use Y on the controller to switch to... Oh, I did the whole thing. Cool, it did all of them all together. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. We're going to do this tractor or trailer, and then there's another one I don't know if I've activated. But we're going to do this one. See if I can back this up. I might just manhandle it. It's just like a conglomerate of equipment here. I can never back these dolly-style trailers up worth a damn. And it's even harder when it's a manual shift tractor because it does not want to shift quickly. Alright, I'm just going to manhandle it. It'll be easier. Come on, move. There you go. We're going to pull it over. And I'm using Lumberjack mod for the super strength. And once you have that installed, it does super strength, and it does horse helper and everything else, so you don't have to ride your horses and things. Alright, we're going to use this to pull stuff around, so I'm going to do that. Come on, back up. Alright, and there's a couple more pieces I want to get, including an old beast of a combine. Okay, I want to go with a harvester. We're gonna do... Where's my old one? Do I want to go Massey Ferguson this time? Actually, I am going to go Massey Ferguson. I am going to put a Massey Ferguson... What is this one? 100 horsepower, 100 horsepower, 180 horsepower. We'll do this one. Put this one in there. Yes, okay, that'll be our second stage. 4x2, 4x4. No, it's base game, base equipment. And we're gonna put like a grain header on that. I forgot to do that. But as you can see, I have a lot of them because they go base game up to here, and then these are all ones I've downloaded. I need to go back out of there, combinations, and we're gonna put this header on it. Customize, design 2, design 1, doesn't matter. Buy, yes, okay. And then we're gonna put this, nope, wrong vehicle, I want this one. I want to back this up. And, whoa, come on. Why are you not joining? Are you too low? Do I have to put you on a trailer? Grr. Because that does say that that's the one that fits. Okay, so combinations. Yeah, so 5650 mod. We'll get the trailer in case it needs a trailer underneath it. Okay, and then we're just going to hop out and we're going to do strongman and put this on the trailer. And it might need to be on here because of the height difference, possible. And if I do this right, it should snap into place once it's settled. Yep, there it goes. Alright, so... Come on, let me into the combine. Strongman does that. It doesn't... You have to back out of the range of the camera, and then you can usually get in. We're just going to do this, and this is going to be almost new. So we're going to not do much damage on it. We're just going to do dirt. Set all to 30%. And fuel, we're going to set it at 30. Set. Okay, so this is almost new. It's going to cost us a small fortune when we want it. And then if we want it modified, it's going to cost us even more. So, put this in here. And this is going to sit along the back wall. I don't want to block the man door though. There we go, he can get out. Now comes the fun part, trying to get that trailer in here. Alright. And get it someplace accessible that's not going to be in the way. Mm-hmm. Okay, get that attached. And we're going to back in from the very beginning. Stop being so drastic. There we go. Park that there. Oops. Yeah, that'll be perfect there. Now, I want to do a couple more items that I might need on the farm that I can buy from the location. So let's go some mowers. Nope, wrong group. Let's go secondary mowers. We're gonna go here. We're gonna get this one. Standard extension. What does it do? Extension does, oh, that, okay. Hydraulic lifting, mechanical lifting. We're gonna go hydraulics, and we're gonna buy that. I don't know if this one works. I haven't tested this one, so we'll have to try it and see. And then I'm gonna buy the Batwing, which is a nice mower. I love this mower. We're gonna buy that, put it in here, and then we're also gonna get this one. Buy, yes, and then I'm gonna buy the other piece along with it. Buy, yes, okay. Now, go get those, put them in. Let's see, I'm gonna have to go take the Batwing first because that's going to be the most unruly to back in. Okay. And this one's going to be beat to within an inch of its life, this mower is. So it's going to have to need serious repair if I buy it. Do that, and then we're going to set, I might have to reset everything, so we're going to put 80% all. It's going to be just horrible looking. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to do this, and then the tractor is also getting that effect, so I'm going to have to probably fix the tractor somewhere along the line. And we'll put this on also. A lot of these don't take this big a tractor, so it works good. Let's see, we'll put this right here. We'll put a little bit of damage on that, not much. We'll go 30%. And back out and drop it. It's got to do its animation and unhook it. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna go here and get the other ones. Now this one is a two-part set. It usually goes on the same tractor, but your tractor has to have a front 3-point link on it or a front hookup of some sort, and my tractor currently does not have one. So I'll probably be going with the other mower for a while until I can afford a tractor that has a front hookup. Because most of the other mowers I have that are smaller are European styled, and I really don't want to use European styled equipment on this if I can avoid it. Except I think I've got one baler that my friend Gaia found for me on the internet that I will be using because it's cheap and it's a round baler. But I could also do that. Now, whoops, I can't hook up to that. Stop. Alright, I'm just going to carry that because it'll be faster. Okay, and we're gonna put that as a set and drop it. Okay, and let's see, what else do we need that we could use on the farm? We could use plows. So let's look at a plow. I'm not gonna go with the traditional plow. I hate those things with a passion. So I'm gonna go with one of those. Little chisel plow that you need a decent horsepower to do, so that'll probably be a little later in the game. And then I'm going to go with one of these smaller ones that I can pull with a smaller tractor. Unfortunately, it's going to be like a 2-head plow. Ick. Gross. Let me check cultivators and subsoilers first before I buy that. So there's a cultivator, and that takes 90 horsepower to do it. Do I have... This one takes 20 horsepower. That's a good one. Okay. Back. This chisel, Vibrishank chisel, takes 92. That takes... Oh, there's one that takes 40. Let's see. That's a self-made cultivator. Takes 40. That would work, but I need something that's a plow. So, look at the... at these guys. Cultiplow, that takes 280 horsepower. Nope. This one takes 80. That's the idea. This one takes 45, and it's only 1.7. Ooh, I can get it bigger. That takes 80 horsepower. Okay, so we'll buy the 80 horsepower one. Because I'm not starting at 40 horsepower. I'm going to start at like 50, 55, somewhere in there. That takes 80. And of course, we will do the plow also, because I'll need to start with a plow. And again, there's a boatload of plows, but it's what you can deal with. That's 25 horsepower and 1 meter. 51 horsepower, 1.5 meter, 64 horsepower, 2 meter, and 77 horsepower, 2.5. So we'll go the 2 meter, because we'll go 1.5 meter. It sucks to go that small, but whatever. We're going to age it and make it ugly red. Okay. And now we need to go to our spot where we summoned all that, and we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna carry these little guys because they're faster that way. And got that. Got this. Come on, move around. You can't run with it unless it's up above your head, and you can drop it a lot of times that way. Do that. And then we've got the little tiny cultivator, which I'm going to try and run backwards with it so it goes a little faster. This one's going to be tucked over here. And I'm going to jump with it in my hands, evidently. Again, drop it. There you go. And then we're going to get the chisel plow. And the chisel plow is going to be, if I can get the trigger, here. And I could drag all this with the tractor, but it's just as quick this way. And I will need... Oh, you got stuck. Come on, come with me. There you go. And then we're going to let it settle and drop it. I'll need to hook up a tractor to it temporarily just to put the damage on it. We're going to leave that way. And let's see, then we're going to buy a... let's do mixer wagon for... Actually, we'll do fertilizer spreader first. Fertilizer spreader. We're going to do... This one does, how wide? 10 meters, 11 meters, 36 meters, 18 meters, 7 meters. Ew. Here's 16 meters. 16 meters works. We'll get that one. And we're going to make it... I love the aged colors they did on these. Really nice. I like it. There we go. Buy. Okay, and I'm going to need a... That does lime and fertilizer. Nice. Then I'm going to buy one that's a little fancier. I'm going to buy this one. Customize. Massey Ferguson. We're going to stay with Massey. Buy that. And then I have to back up a spot and do combinations and get the little trailer for it. And then exit out. Okay, I need a... I'm not going to do weeds. I'm not going to do rocks. Got a cultivator. Got that. I need a cedar. Cedar, we're going to go with the old lizard to start out. And then we're going to put something a little newer in there too. One of these fancy dancy Kuhn. And I'm saying that wrong because a lot of people don't like the word coon. It's not a slight in any way, such form, but they don't like it. We're going to go with this one. Actually, we're going to go with this one. And it's actually the official name of that equipment. So since I'm not monetized, I'm not too worried about it because I think Sealy P and somebody else got busted because they pronounced it as it actually is pronounced, and they got busted because people thought it was a slight. It's not a slight in any way, shape, or form, but it's just the way the company name is. So, somebody had a hissy fit, though. So now I try to say it incorrectly. Come on, get off the door. Alright, so we're going to need a cedar. And we're going to need the cedar here. Big fancy cedar. And it's jerking like that because it's interfering with me running. So, it's giving me issues. We're going to park that there. And, okay, now this one I have to hook up to. Because I have to attach the base to the thingy. Come on. Okay, and then I have to do... I don't think I needed to sit it on there. I just need to have it close. And we'll jump and throw it. Yeah, that works. Alright, and then we'll back up. And it should trigger to pick it up. Hopefully. Oh, this thing is the biggest pain in the neck to do. Yeah, that's the right way. I like this one though, but I just have trouble getting it hooked up. Does it go the other way? That's a 3-point hitch, or I have this. Which way does that go? Yeah, it has to be the 3-point hitch. And this is so you don't need a big tractor to haul it, is why they do the little trailer. There we go. So you can pull it with a smaller tractor and not have tipping problems, is why they do that. So we're going to do that and put it in the shop. And then I want to get a feed mixture for cows and put that in here. And I think one more trailer and then I'll be done. Okay, put that there. Actually, let's hook up to it and put a little dirt on it. We're going to go 30% dirt. And, no, put it back on the wall. Attach you. And then detach the trailer. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, so now I want to do one more trailer that I can use with the farm. We're going to do trailers. An old beat up piece of crap trailer. Kind of like this. No, I don't want to go that bad. I'm going to have, that's 3,500, that's 1,600. That's actually pretty big because it's not textured like that because that's mixture. I don't like the texture on that one. We're going to go with this one. No, this one. I'm going to go with the old wooden trailer. Capacity, pallets, 3150. Wheel setup, sure, that looks good the way it is. And I'm just going to manhandle that into place because I cannot back those up with beans. Actually, this is one that's going to be on the farm, so we'll put this one aside. This is going to be the starting trailer we get as a... Will you stop doing trailer things so funny? There you go. We're going to do a little bit better trailer to put in there. We're going to do this one. That's $10,000. We're going to do this one, and we're going to set it to 5.1. That's a bigger gravity wagon. I guess I could do a Russian-style trailer. It wouldn't hurt anything. Ooh, man, is that rusty. Whew. They went a little overboard on the rust on that one. Yikes. That's over rusty, too. Standard capacity, 19,000. That's bigger than I want. I want just a little trailer. I guess, does this one have a box option? Bale rack, log rack, standard. Okay, that does not have what I want, so we're going to go with this one. 5100, we're going to go wide tires without stickers. We're not going to make it ugly gray. We'll make it dark pale green. Like that. There we go. And then we're going to make it almost black. No. That looks better. Okay, bye. Yes. Okay. So that takes care of the wagon for an upgrade stage. And I'll probably add more to this as I go. But it's just like starter... Oh! Starter equipment. Okay. Then I need a mixer wagon of some sort. Animals. We're gonna go with one that looks older, like this Vertigo. Sweet Demonker Vertigo. Gonna go the little one. And we're gonna do standard tires, attacher. We're gonna go standard hook. And buy, yes, okay, back. Okay, so that takes care of our needs for the farm, I think, because I have a lime spreader, I have that, I have a plow, I have a cultivator. I'm running out of room for equipment. We'll put this in here. I need to hook up and finish damaging this equipment, but other than that, I've got mowers. I've got, oh, I need a windrower and tedder. Tedder. We're gonna go itty bitty old. We're gonna go with this one, which is gonna drive me nuts to use it, but whatever. Do that. Normal wheels. We'll do wheels with a tire on them. And put that in there. And we also need a windrower, which I'm gonna go with. Do I want this one, which is a round one, or do I want this one, which is a back mount? I don't like that one. This one's kind of cool, but it's a front mount. I need a bigger tractor for it. So we're going to stick with this one. Design, yes. Design color. We're going to make it ugly yellow. Sure, that works. Okay. And these are all like tiny on purpose because I plan on using a small tractor to start. Out of space, so I'm going to start stacking it a little bit. This one's going to be tucked in here. And this one's going to be tucked in here. Some of this stuff I actually might put on the farm. I'll put this on the farm. And I'll put this other piece on the farm too. So we can at least do grass work. Come on, get off of there. Grr. Seriously, let me move with it in my hands. Alright, so that's there, the wagon's there. So I want to start out with just the stuff to do grass work. I don't want to start out with a whole bunch of other stuff. Grass work and that, and animals. And maybe this mower is too new looking though. Do I have an older mower? I don't want a European style mower. Can we do that? Brush hog? No, that doesn't look old enough. We're just gonna do this mower is gonna be attached into the farm. And then we're gonna torture ourselves with where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one. Make sure I got the right one. Yep. This baler. And then I need this trailer to go along with it. No, I'm not going to buy the trailer right now because I don't want to use the trailer. I'm going to manually pick up bales for a little bit. Okay, so that's our starter equipment for the farm. I just need a tractor. Let's see, what tractor do I want? We're going to go smaller tractor. I have a tractor in mind. How about the Farmall? That's only 30 horsepower. That's 50. That's 37 to 45, 49. And the Alice, which one do I want to start with? I want to start with old and little. That's up to 300 horsepower. That's not going to work. Let's look at that other set. This one. What do we have in here? Anything old looking? Well, they all look old, but I want to get something the right size. Small tractor. I would love to have the awesome Henry, but I didn't load it in here from OK Used Mods. Plus, it's a little cheaty because it's up to 100 horsepower, and those tractors did not go up to 100 horsepower. 145, 26 to 30. I need something that's going to pull the plow that we bought. Which plow did we buy? We have this one, so I need minimum 51 to pull that. Okay, so that gives me a guide. So we're going to go with 48. That's 95, 68, 105, 85, 26 to 30. We're going to go with a little John Deere, I think. Yeah, that'll be a good starter tractor. We're going to go with standard tires on it. Front loader attacher, yes, because I want to possibly use it for that. And we're going to go with Michelin tires on it, and we're going to buy that. Okay, so Mike, you're going to be happy I'm using John Deere. And then there's front loader tools for that. So let's go ahead and find those. And where are they at? They're in here somewhere. Oops, is it this one back here? Yes, John Deere 1630. That's the one I want. And then I need probably a bale spike to go with that. And at least at minimum a bale spike. We'll go homemade bale spike. Okay, so this is our starting tractor for the farm. I can't get rid of the beacon, unfortunately, but whatever. Okay, and then we'll put this on here. And then I need to have a weight on the back of this because I know it tips really easy. So we're going to go with a John Deere 900 kilogram. To make sure that doesn't tip when we lift bales and such. No, hook up. Oh, I'm backwards. Duh. That would be why the thing doesn't hook up. Alright, so that's the starting tractor for the thingy. I need to hook all of this up with damage though, because I don't want it to be brand spanking new. So let's start with the tractor. We're going to do 70% damage on all of it. And fuel level is going to be 10. Actually, let's put that a little more because I need to haul that stuff to the house. So we'll put 30%. Alright, so it's got some damage. It doesn't look pretty. Let's take all this to the house real quick. If I can do it, I'm going to sit all these things in the wagon. Sometimes they fit, sometimes they don't. And see if I can do this. At least this much. I can pile it in the wagon. Okay, that works. And then, can I put the mower in there too? I'm going to try, but I doubt I will be able to. I need to get it away from my hand a little bit so I can see. And normally I would never do this, but this is like setting up the map, so I'm not too worried about it. And then pull this straight so I can hook up to it. Alright, now hook up. Can I hook up? I might be able to hook up with the weight on there. We'll see. Aha, I can. Alright, tie all that stuff down and take it all back to the farm real quick. We're getting there, folks. Almost done. I gotta do some damage on these mowers and things yet. So all I bought was enough stuff for grass work. Is all I'm going to get myself because I have a grass field that comes with the farm. And we're technically going to be a worker on the farm. We're not going to be actually owning the farm. So we're going to go this way. Back out away from that a little bit because it's really loud. And this way I have a tipper to do stuff with, contracts with. And I will be probably giving myself a combine to do work with, but it's going to be an old beater. It's going to be just an old piece of yuck. Get all this up to the farm, and we'll be good to go, I think. And this is my corner. This, and then I'm going to have to purchase stuff with the farm's money because I'm not going to have a pocketbook of my own, and probably going to start out owning these horses because they're little and I hate to see them sitting there with no feed, no water, so I'm probably just going to buy those for the farm, so that'll be the start. Okay, so this equipment I'm going to stage after I do the edits to it. I'm going to unhook to you. Actually, let me hook back up to that. See if I can get all of it in one fell swoop. Let's go 70% on everything. 630 and all affected equipment is attached. Okay. That did not edit all the equipment in the bucket though. Okay, so get this, set it down, get that, get it untangled from the trailer. Grr. And which way does this go? Upside down. Goes this way. And I love the rotation system for Farming Sim. It's so spectacular. And I just turned that one around that I did not want to turn around. Come on, straighten out. There we go. Trailer, we're gonna just go ahead and manually turn it, even though it's attached. I don't care. So I can have it set up, and then the mower. And we're gonna set that up and turn it around this way so I can hook up to it easy for now. Alright, unhook you, and I'm going to take the weight off. Why did it didn't set 70% damage on there. Let me get that set. Alright, set dirt, 70%. Set wear, 70%. Set damage, 70%. Set fuel at 20. Set. Must not have a very heavy dirt mask or wear mask. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and drop the weight. And hook up to this. And we're going to do the same thing. Set all to 70% damage. Yeah, there we go. And hook this one up. Same thing. 70. Drop. And hook up the last one. F12, 70% damage. This one doesn't have a very good wear mask on it either. Has some, but not crazy. Alright, so I got that. Got that, and I got a tipper. Now I just need the combine. I'm gonna get one of the old... Don't think I have the class Dominator in here, which is European. I don't want that really anyway. Let's